Welcome back to NGTV Plays Stellaris, featuring myself, Spencer, my co-host, Matt. I just realized I just skipped the "and" in that every time. Featuring myself, Spencer, and my co-host, Matt. Last time, we actually colonized an extra worlds going beyond our limit of our core worlds and had to create a new sector for them. So now we have the Zorch sector.
Yes. Also, I realized this is, well, not realized, but I watched a video, and this is a button, not a, well, it also is a tooltip, but it shows you, like, you can change your government here.
Oh, so that's right. We had that option before, and we didn't know how to get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
We might want to go to a military dictatorship.
Not right now. We're not in war with anybody.
No, but, like, what are the bonuses compared to what we have currently?
What the? Oh. I was like, the fuck is going on up there?
Yeah, but what are the bonuses compared? So we got, okay. Plus 20% naval capacity, negative 5% ship upkeep. That's going to become useful later on.
But then this is, like, way better.
Yeah. And it costs us 250 anyways, so we're not going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, my guy's 92.
He's going to die any moment now. What's his, okay, so...
His air is 83. Hope that air has an air.
Yeah, that's true. What bonuses do we have as our ruler right now?
Construction build costs, mining station build cost, and leader's lifespan, 25 years.
Hover over him just himself? Is there anything?
Spaceport build cost and ship cost.
He's going to be useful.
These guys are at war.
Yes. And we were going to ally with Benjiskana, but then I read something that possibly made it sound like it might not be a good idea. But then again, we're not a military dictatorship like I thought we were already, so it might not be that bad. But apparently you have negatives if you're a military dictatorship, and actually, you know, like allying with anybody else. Apparently it's more useful for you to be separate, or maybe it's just harder to be allies. I don't remember which, but I remember that there's some kind of negative. So what is our plan for the IRAM and Shala area? Do we want to try to save up enough and do another frontier outpost to try to get those?
Okay, what now? All right.
The IRAM and the Shala with all this, with all the stuff. Do
we can just colonize that.
We can. Okay. Wait, is there a colonizable planet there? No.
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 There's this though.
Yeah. So we definitely need to prioritize that in some way. But we don't have.
What happens if I just try to mine here? Okay.
We need what, 200 to make one? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Lacking 61. Why, thank you, tooltip.
All right, let's see.
All right, so this is our.
Yeah, we got some new mods, nothing crazy.
What do these mods do? Because I don't know.
I just changed it to the color. It's different, and then some other shit I forget.
Okay, so instead of having different symbols, they also have different colors.
Yeah.
It's probably good.
See, this planet has a lot of potential, but potential for what?
I would say potential for military use.
That's true.
This is our new. No. Okay, yeah. This is our new planet, or semi-new planet. This is the one that we got that we didn't really feel good about putting inside that other sector at the moment. So
number 2. What's building number 1? Oh, this one.
Yeah, and then not a lot of mineral areas, but there's room to put like auxiliary buildings. You know. What are we researching right now? I thought it said Botox. We got UV laser. I'm assuming that's pretty good. Have epigenetic triggers. Oh, to up our shit. We decided to get that just to see if we can uplift one of those other societies. And then plasma thrusters.
That we haven't been able to find since then.
Yeah. Are sure there weren't any in Jap? No. Okay.
I could have swore there was one.
Well,
remember, it had like a little.
Yeah. Like.
It had like a little thingy on it, but now they don't have those anymore.
Did those planets die out?
Might have.
Well, oh, Keb Duran. I seem to remember that in my brain. That's colonizable. Yeah, it would tell you. I remember there being a different symbol.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just go through them real quick. Like, I think it'll be useful to know where they're at once we have that thing done. Okay, so not that. Well, planet size is 23 for that though, which is pretty nice. Why is continental habitability 0 for us? Because of all the water?
I guess.
Looks okay. I wonder if we can put robots in that, because don't we have robots now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, we can just click on the planets and just cycle through them. That makes it easier. What's on Sheraton? Or Shorax?
Ah, they have a primitive.
Okay, so those guys have Stone Age primitive primates.
What the fuck does that look like?
It doesn't look like anything.
It used to have a tooltip though, didn't it?
I thought so, yeah. Maybe when we have a ship in orbit, it shows you, but otherwise maybe not. You know? Like, we don't have...
So do we want to build an observational deck here?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, what's...
Oh, we can't build one there because...
We need to have a frontier outpost?
Well, we need to have influence there.
Oh, what's Kraz? Because I think Kraz...
I was just going to double check Jap.
No, okay. I think Kraz was one that we wanted, but then we couldn't take the planet because...
What the
Oh, okay, there it goes. So Kraz 1A does not have anything. What about Kraz 2A? 3A? Okay, where's 2A? 2A is right next to it, I think. Oh, that is 3A. My bad. Kraz 5? No, that's not a planet. Alright. I thought we built something in the same system as one of them. Was it Mira? Oh, Titanic life. Although I don't think that one was one that
Yeah.
was a group of people necessarily. Just has like, I guess, mountain creatures or some shit. I don't remember any of them being on this side. They seem to all be like in that portion. But maybe natural beauty. It has a natural beauty about it. Too bad we can't live there.
It's beautiful from afar.
Should we start terraforming planets?
Well, if we start, we got to start building this way.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this fool, we'd have to terraform this planet. It sucks.
Yeah, it's a terrible planet. What about Moonbar
Where you see that?
on the right? Can we terraform continental worlds? I don't think we can.
No, not yet.
I know all of our ice planets seem to be on the left.
And but this still hasn't been surveyed.
Yeah, we need to send our fleet there. The swarm. I think what the AI has done to make them have, like, make it where they seem to have more ships than us is I think they just worked towards capping themselves, you know? What did we do? What are designating staging areas?
This is the rally point. Yeah.
Okay. So all
planets will send their ships here.
Okay. So, okay, yeah. That way you can choose, I guess, the different staging areas. You can choose,
yeah,
where they rally and stuff. Was there a good planet on Hazra? It looks like there is.
Yeah.
What look like? Got 12. A small but proud planet.
Fucking volcanoes.
It's got good stuff on it.
Yeah.
It might actually be worth getting just to put it like have its own like little sector for some money income. Ooh, there's also Betharian on there.
Yeah, we should.
We need to colonize the planet first.
Oh shit!
Looks like it's just out of range.
That
Which
is
means
stupid.
Maybe just like eventually, we will consume the Hazra area. You know?
Yeah.
Frankly, they might not even be there anymore. Oh, they are.
Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged.
Didn't even lose a ship.
Nice.
Oh. Why does he have negatives? Oh, that guy's all like pissed off.
Angry. Why are you angry? Everybody else is fucking happy. Be happy.
Isn't he one of the ones that's part of the is this really? I should know. He's just angry. I'll take that slave that's next to him. Unslave him.
He's unhappy there too. Now we just made two people unhappy.
What is up with that corner of this of the place as being maybe emancipating him will make him less? Oh, he has less ethics divergence now because we enslaved him. I don't even know what. I don't think any. I think this is just an empty one.
Yeah.
Emancipate him, and maybe he might be happier now.
No. Now he's super pissed.
Holy shit. He's happier while enslaved. That's interesting. Okay, do we have another? We don't have any other enslaved portions on this planet. What can we do to raise the happiness of our people? Up our mineral processing. Probably good. Either that or Ripper cannons. Although advanced spaceport was something that we said we wanted to do, but it seems kind of far out still.
Yeah.
So maybe just do mineral processing. You know what? One thing I learned? There's this guy back in the 60s who had I thought he was gonna be happy. It was gonna be a happy comment at first, but nope. There's this guy who back in the '60s had basically like devoted the rest of his life. He's a physicist to coming up with a way to have people live in space. And apparently, the vast majority of space station and living areas in
Hey, our admiral died. That's pretty good.
ooh, that one's also good.
I say this one. He's younger, so he has more time to.
Grow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Apparently, the vast majority of space stations and living areas in space itself, like floating living places, are based off of his initial designs.
Yeah, I think you told me that a while ago.
Oh, well, if I did, then it was based on other information because I just recently listened to a podcast about this guy, like a couple of days ago. But the main thing I wanted to mention is he was trying to come up with a way to solve the problem with building a space-based living area. And his
Ships
designs
upgraded.
he had come up with
Construction complete.
were able to house like 10,000 people, and then eventually like 3 million people, like with the larger ones, which is a lot of people to have. And it's not on a planet. He had come up with a way where you could have people just live in space on these huge space stations. They're like these huge wheels, and they would turn very, very slowly and would simulate gravity. And the way because he's trying to solve the problem about building them out in space, because how do you get all the building materials up there cost efficiently? Especially when he was thinking about it in the 60s. And at that time, the space shuttles were advertised as being like these big space trucks where they would be running, like they were expecting to do shuttle launches like every week. And if you were to ask somebody in the 60s, hey, in the next 50 years, would we have a colony out in space living there? Or in the next 50 years, would we basically never go to the moon again? Which would you think would be more likely?
Mm-hmm.
And people at that time believed so much in the space shuttles that it would be more likely that we would have a colony out in space by the year 2000. That's how like optimistic it was at the time. But he had devised a way of solving the problem of having build materials by taking the build materials from the surface of the moon, because apparently there was a lot of minerals they could use, and building it from moon stuff, basically.
Yeah.
And guess what he came up with to figure out a
Anomaly
way
found.
of transporting these materials effectively?
What?
Mass drivers. And mass drivers were designed to take any form of like just mass,
Ships
just like
upgraded.
large
Construction
rocks
complete.
or what have you, and then they would fire them to like ship them basically. And apparently it was very, very it was deemed like a very, very good way to solve that problem. But it's incredible that this guy had come up with the idea of a mass driver, and now in every space-based video game you have to have a ship with mass drivers.
Research complete.
You know? And then it changes your whole opinion on what a mass driver is, because I always thought mass drivers just shot like crazy bullets, but apparently mass drivers shoot literal like bits of debris, like large focused bits of debris. Like it's similar but different in the way that it works. So you can shoot these huge bullets is what the idea is. I thought it was really interesting. Okay. Ooh, adaptive bureaucracy. That's interesting. So Empire leader capacity goes up by 2, which means we could have more planets, and edict costs would go down. Now, hover over the hands. What is that? Okay, that's just like that. Okay, so, this is good. Progress we make calls for a new, nimbler form of administration that may aid rather than hinder us in our pursuits. So leads to talent acquisition, plus negative 5% leader recruitment cost, plus 1 Empire leader capacity, plus 1 sector limit, plus 1 core planets. So, but what does that do? Does that change? Like, is that a government type, or is that?
Yeah, I think it's a government type.
Because it doesn't change other stuff. Like I wonder if maybe it's not a government type, but it's like something that like works, like it's like a government modifier. Sorry, let me look it up before we go forward, because I don't remember like reading about. What else do we have here? We have tundra colonization, which is good.
Form Federation.
Form a federation.
This is not almost done. I saw 34 and I was like, oh, it's 3,400 out of 37. Oh, that'll be easy.
Yeah. Regenerative whole tissue also seems pretty cool, but that's also not done. It doesn't look like it's a government type, which is interesting. Okay, so we have militarist, spiritualist, materialist, pacifist, and then any, which would be indirect, plutocratic, and despotic. We have autocracies, military dictatorship, divine mandate, despotic hegemony, enlightened monarchy, despotic empire, and then oligarchies, which are military junta, science directorate, peaceful bureaucracy, plutocratic.
Did you just look up adaptive bureaucracy?
Yeah, it didn't have a good thing that would that took me directly to it, which is weird.
Well, I say let's do it.
And see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is the end of the episode.
Wow, already. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching this kind of more administrative episode to kind of come up with plans for the future. But if you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button. If you want to see some more, subscribe. We will see you guys next time.
Peace.